It's the Mystery Science Theater 3000 Season 5 countdown. Hey, Justin back, and I'm counting down Season 5, a magnificent season. Matter of fact, I had a little trouble deciding what should be better. And here we go. I'll just start off at episode 24. It's Teenage Crime Wave, sort of a 50s Devil's Rejects with less likable characters. Number 23 is Hercules. 22 is The Atomic Brain. 21 is Beginning of the End, Bird-Eye Gordon's magnificent grasshopper giant episode. I don't know what he was smoking. Number 20 is Swamp Diamonds, a Roger Corman, Beverly Garland film that's just kind of dull. Magic Voyage of Sinbad is 19. The Painted Hills with Lassie, yes, Lassie, is number 18. And the shorts in front of it are very funny. They do a good job ripping off the sort of sexist attitudes in these educational shorts. Number 17, The Brain That Wouldn't Die, an important episode because it's Mike's first episode. Mike does a fantastic job. He still does an Invention Exchange, and his riffing is a little kind of low-key. He's almost talking under his breath in the riffing, which he eventually obviously figured out. I think maybe in the next episode he was a little more kind of clear and boisterous. But it was his first time, so, you know, hey, whatever. Radar Secret Service is number 16, a really dull 40s thriller, I think, where you can't even tell the good guys from the bad guys, they all look alike. Gunslinger is Roger Corman's Western, starring Beverly Garland, and it would have been a cool movie, actually, except for the fact that it's poorly directed and written. Beverly Garland's terrific, but her character is so dumbly written. I mean, she doesn't save anybody. The whole town is killed by the end of the film. I mean, what good have you done? I mean, it's so stupid. It wouldn't be, you know, it'd be a pretty decent remake, but that's a remakeable film, but oh my god. Number 14 is I Accuse My Parents, where someone accuses his parents. Mary Beth Hughes in it, by the way, and she's pretty funny. The Gypsy parody of her song is just magnificent. Number 13 is Alien from LA, Kathy Ireland's film debut. It's really bad. Here's a quick tip. Here's a quick FYI. Albert Pun directed Alien from LA. He directed Captain America, and he almost directed Spider-Man. It's crazy. This guy almost made the Spider-Man movie. Yikes. Missed the bullet by that much. The Girl in Lover's Lane is a drama with Jack Elam. This is Lindsay's first non-sci-fi episode, and the riffing is just perfect on the hero, Big Stupid. Number 11 is The Wild Wild World of Batwoman, ripping off anything that was kind of going on in the 60s. It's just so loathsome and awful and campy. I hate campy humor. Number 10 is Teenage Strangler, a sort of small-town thriller, and it's just got Mikey in it, and just, oh my god. Number 19 is Santa Claus, a strange Mexican Santa Claus movie with the strangest shit I've ever seen, like the reindeer laughing, and it's not cute, it's disturbing. This whole movie's disturbing, it's David Lynch disturbing. And the sketches in between, like the Carol and the Paul playing the devil character, oh god, it's just a terrific episode. And number 8 is another James Bond ripoff, Secret Agent Super Dragon. And it's just such a dull movie, and they had a lot of fun with that. Number 7 is Village of the Giants, Bird-Eye Gordon actually having fun with giants. Number 6 is the terrific 12 to the Moon. It's a terrific episode. It's how they end of the season. The short in front of it, Designed for Dreaming, is a classic Chevy GM advert, and they just rip it to pieces. And Bridget Jones is magnificent with her bad, awful, fucking awful dancing. Number 5 is Operation 007, which is a strange movie because I guess it's a parody of James Bond. It stars Neil Connery, Sean Connery's brother, and it stars most of the actors who had appeared in the Bond films up until that point, like Moneypenny M, some of the villains, some of the Bond girls. But it's not funny enough to be a spoof, but it's not serious enough to be a straight film. I don't know what they were doing, but Joel and the bots have a lot of fun, especially Joel's imitation of the villain. God. Outlaw is a terrific, bad, cheap sci-fi epic, which is supposedly based on a series of books, by the way. Outlaw of Gore. And God, this movie is just painful and cheesy, and the song Tubular Boobular Joy by Mike and the Bots, it's just the best. It's one of their best songs. War of the Lost World is a terrible 80s post-apocalyptic film starring the guy from Paper Chase. And Mitchell is number 2. It's Joe Don Baker getting a beat down from Joel and the Bots in Joel's last episode. And it's impossible for me to see anybody introduced as named Mitchell without me going, Mitchell! It's just, I'm watching MSNBC, and every time Andrea Mitchell is introduced to talk, I just go, Mitchell! I'm annoyed with it, and you probably are too. It's also sad to see. I know everything went well with Joel leaving and Mike coming in, but it was just, it's a little tough watching Joel leave again. Number 1 is Ega. Ega is a terrible comedy, I guess, about Roxy and her ugly boyfriend discovering a caveman outside of California, played by Richard Kiel. They're captured, they escape, he looks for her in the city and then gets killed. The end. I don't know. It's just such a smarmy movie. The director who plays Roxy's dad is, I think, Archibald Jr.'s dad. And he's the dad of the girl, but they're a little too chummy, if you know what I mean. Him and the daughter actor character, whatever. They seem like maybe they're dating behind the scenes. Anyway, it's really painful to watch, and boy, Joel and the Bots really beat up on it. And it's one of those episodes where they really wail on one of the actors, Archibald Jr. They just tear him apart all the way through it, and it's a perfect episode. And I just can watch it over and over again, much like all the other episodes, actually. Anyway, Lindsay's pick this time is number 7, Village of the Giants. It's a fun episode to watch, actually, because it's got an all-star cast, really. I mean, it's Beau Bridges and Ron Howard, Tony Basil, who was a dancer, and she actually choreographed That Thing You Do from Tom Hanks. The kid from The Rifleman is in it. Let's see, who else? Somebody else. Tommy Kirk, Jim Begg from Catalina Caper. I mean, and it's just a goofy movie, and Gordon is, I guess, trying to appeal to the teens or something with the movie, and it's just so dorky. Although it's like Gunslinger, I think it's a neat enough premise to be remade into something actually good. But, boy, geez, it's just such a goofy movie, and it's just the effects are, of course, so dated. And it's just a fun episode to watch. And also, I should mention the plot line in the sketches with Frank getting fired and being replaced by Torgo. I love it when Torgo, he also appears in Operation 0007. I love it when Torgo started appearing in other episodes that had nothing to do with Manos. It was so obvious that, you know, the fans loved it and they loved it, and it's just, Torgo does not let go of you. Let's just say it that. The season was incredible. The Breast Brains did a magnificent job of dealing with Joel leaving the show. From his last few episodes to the final episode to the transition and Mike taking off. I mean, Mike, of course, it's obvious that Mike wasn't going to have any trouble. I mean, he was pretty much the main engine of the show behind the scenes, and him taking over was just no big deal at all, and they just deal with it perfectly. I obviously give this season 5 Ram chips. It's just fantastic. Oh, okay, news of note. My next comic review is going to be sometime next week, and that's about it. Till then, Lindsay, push the button.